nice and tall in a position that we're comfortable in. Roll the shoulders down and back a few times. Start bringing in some deep breaths. You can begin to close your eyes or lower your gaze. Just trust that I can't see you, no one else can really see you. You're just in your own space now. And just have your hands land wherever they land. If you want them palm down to feel more grounded and warming, palm up for a cooling, receiving position. Hands at heart center, wherever you feel comfortable. Lower your gaze, chin slightly to your chest. We're just going to take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale 1. And just let it out. Slow inhale 2. And sigh it out. Last one, deep inhale 3. Release any way you want. Give it a couple little shakes. All right. If you're sitting on a block or anything, just remove that from your seat. You're going to bring your arms strongly to your sides and begin to walk your fingers behind your back. Just a couple inches. Roll your shoulders down and back. Imagine that you're squeezing between your shoulder blades a crayon or a paintbrush. Take a deep breath here. You may keep your eyes closed if you'd like. And exhale. One more inhale here. On your exhale, see if you can walk your fingertips a little further back. Drop those shoulders if they've crept up to your ears. Squeeze those shoulders back, heart lifted to the sky. And deep breath here. Let it out. And if you'd like to continue walking your fingertips, if you're used to doing this, if you feel your arms shaking, just hang tight here, nice and strong. On your next exhale, bring your arms back to your sides. We're going to take a deep breath with our chin gently tilted towards our chest. On your exhale, bring your ear to your right shoulder. Take a deep breath here. Let it out. Next inhale, come back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Really start feeling that stretch down the other side of your body. Inhale here. Exhale. Next inhale, come to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale here and exhale. One more time, inhale center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Feel that stretch. Exhale. Inhale, come to center. Chin, gaze up. You may open your eyes or keep them closed. Now we're going to reach our right arm, scoop it like you're painting the wall and the ceiling. Stretch straight up. You can even look up at your fingers. Feel that stretch from your hip going all the way up to your fingertips. Begin to melt to your left side. A gentle stretch. It's not about how far you can touch your fingertips. It's about how long you can make that side of your body. Take a good couple breaths here. Feel what it's like to bring air into your body when half your body is crushed in a little. You'd like to turn your gaze to underneath your elbow, really stacking those shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, push yourself up. Give it a little shake. Well done. Other side. Ground that right hand in. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Nice and tall from your sits bones all the way to your fingertips. Take a deep breath here. And exhale, melt over to the right side. Option to look underneath that elbow and really stack those shoulders. Again, energy out and up, not down and melted. Good. Deep breath in, come back up. Couple shakes. Very nice, everybody. So I was telling some family members before we got started that in preparation for this, I drank an excessive amount of caffeine. So some disclaimers as we proceed, because it is at your own risk at this point. If at any point I'm speaking too fast, let me know. Type it in the typing box. Otherwise, we always have this handy position, our knees spread, pressed back into child's pose, a very passive yet very healthy yoga pose. So if you're just lost, you can just find your way into this very comfy very, very spine-soothing child's pose. You can hit child's pose at any point during this. Yeah, so without further ado, let's start getting a little more active. So we are going to find our way into a tabletop position. My buttons coming out there. And I can see myself because I'm looking at my reflection, so I can cheat a little bit. But you really want your palms right underneath your shoulders. The tendency is to actually bring them a little too close to each other. So if you're worried you're doing that, bring them a little further away rather than too close. But the idea is right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. We're going to move through a series of cat and cow poses. So on your inhale, you're going to start picking that tailbone up to the sky, picking your nose up to the sky, or picking your nose if you need. And exhale, curving down through that tailbone, rolling down. Nose is the last thing to come, chin to chest. And on your inhale, your tailbone reaches towards the sky as you find this nice arched curved spine. Deep breath, and on your exhale, reverse it, create this nice doming spine. Now we're going to move through a couple inhales and exhales here. Take these as you need. If you need to move a couple circles, my hyperactive body would like to do that. If you want to stretch your wrists, we will be using our wrists a lot in this, just to give you a little heads up. You can bring your fingers towards you and bend your elbows a little bit. That most likely will create some sensations. If you want to go on your knuckles, whatever you need to do to just warm up your spine, warm up your wrists. You're just keeping the strict cat and cow. Just keep breathing in, arching that spine, and releasing into a nice domed cat pose. Excellent. Everybody take 2 more full cycles of breath on your own. We're going to meet into our neutral spine. Here we're going to practice our first child's pose of the day. Open your knees as wide as your mat, or just wider than your hips, and you're just going to sink those hips back, reach those arms forward. If you want to rest your head on the ground, if you have a block or a towel or something, you can rest your head there. Option always to bring your arms back. And just take a deep breath here. This is our rest pose. We're going to find our way back into that tabletop position. Square those knees under your hips one more time. We're going to curl our toes underneath, almost like we're getting ready to launch, which we're not. But get that energy underneath your toes, and we're going to lift our knees just an inch off the ground, just to see how active this position can be. So take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lift those knees an inch or 2, and notice just how strong you are in this position. Has your head completely given up, or are you arching the back? You can even hear in my voice that my neck is crunched. Try to elongate that spine. Take a breath here. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Open your knees. Child's pose. Well done. Hooray. And come on back to our tabletop. We're going to get our toes into that launch pose again, curl them underneath. And we're going to move into our first child's pose, our first downward dog of the day. Keep in mind, I am warming up with you. This is also my first downward dog of the day, or several days. So we're going to take it nice and easy, roll back those shoulders, curl those toes, and as if someone took a clothespin to your booty, you're going to lift, leading with your hips up to the sky. No need to straighten your knees. That is not necessarily the point of this downward dog. Once you get into some form of triangle position here, this nice little inverted V, cycle out your legs. Just do some movements that aren't technical. Just move some stuff out, get used to this pose. Shake your booty a little bit. Now, if everyone can bring a nice, generous bend into their knees, you're going to stick that tailbone even higher into the sky. See, you can notice how much higher I could go up, and I thought I was maxed out. And from here, you're almost trying to create that cow curve in your spine again. The goal here, trying to keep that curve as we lift our hips higher. If our legs become straight, very cool. If they don't, you are still getting a tremendous hamstring stretch, which we all, I know, love so much. And then try to keep your head, your ears between your arms. As we lift that tailbone, 3, deep breath, 2, 1, come back down to hands and knees. Excellent job. Take a deep breath here. If you want to move through a child's pose, feel free. After you've had a breath, we will meet back into our tabletop position. Inhale, curl our toes under, lift with those hips, downward facing dog. One inhale here, and exhale as just let it go. Another inhale here. Let it out through your lips. Final inhale. Let it out any way you like. And begin to walk those feet, nice and bent knees, deep towards your hands, and hang forward fold. You can nod your head yes or shake your head no. Yes, I love yoga with Catherine. No, I never want it to end. You can grab opposite elbows, give yourself a little swing. Again, generous bend to your knees. I don't think I was able to straighten my knees even after years of ballet because my legs were so tight until I started bending my knees more and using when you bend your knees, you can flex and add stretch to your spine in ways that straight legs limit you. Once I started to bend my knees, I actually started to increase my flexibility. Westernized are not naturally super flexible, thanks to that. So hanging in your forward fold, listening to me. Bend your knees, reach your arms past your legs, stand up nice and tall, arms to the sky, lift your beach ball or reach to the sun. Inhale, exhale, hands to prayer, hands to heart. Take a deep breath here. Close your eyes if you like. Press those hands into one another. Inhale. Head out. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Let it out. And inhale. Let it out. Flutter your eyelids open. We're going to bend our knees, reach our arms up, and then just let them come down to our sides. I'm going to turn to face you. You continue facing the way you're facing. This is our Tadasana pose, which means mountain pose. It's my favorite because you're right. It's like, ta-da! I'm literally just standing here. But you're not just standing here. I want you to really think of the 4 corners of our feet, our perfectly square feet, I know. Really think of the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, our heels pressing in. Feel that grounding, rooting energy, and all of a sudden our feet become active. When our feet become active, you can almost feel that grounding energy rise up past our calves, our upper leg muscles, our glutes, and I almost think of that energy rising, and as it comes up through my torso, my shoulders come down and back, my arms fall strongly towards my sides, energy out my fingers, and actually my chin tends to lift. I like to genuinely embody this like glorious mountain here, closing your eyes, and all of a sudden just standing here becomes a very energized, active pose. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Flutter your eyes open, continue to breathe. Bend your knees, reach your arms up. Palms come together, melt, leading with that heart forward. Bend your knees as much as feels good. Palms to shins or upper thighs. Flatten your back. So what you will look like is some version of flat back, long neck. Inhale here. Exhale, come down. Let's try that again. Palms to shins or thighs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down. Bend your knees, rise to standing. Hands to prayer. One more cycle. Bend your knees, arms come up, palms meet, and swan that heart leading. Oh, how lovely. Fingertips to the ground. Inhale, palms to shins, flat back. Exhale, fall with as much bent knees as you need. Now we're going to plant our palms in front of us, walk our legs behind us into plank. Our favorite position, plank. So plank, you're literally squeezing your butt cheeks together. I want you to think of your belly button as going towards your spine. So It's actually a little lift, and you want that doming sensation in your upper body, not the squeezing the crayon, but the doming sensation. And just look up just a little bit beyond your fingertips. At any point, drop your knees, but keep the engagement in your belly, and you will still have that lovely burn that we all crave. Take a deep breath here. If you would like to lean forward, lead with your chest, push up, elbows come in, cobra, flip tops of feet to the ground, elbows pulling in, gazes up, elbows in, exhale, melt down, curl your toes under, tabletop position, leading with your hips, downward dog. Inhale, exhale, walk your feet to the front. Bend your knees, inhale, rise, palms meet, exhale, hands to heart. One more time, that vinyasa cycle, lovely sun salutation above all that. Bend your knees, arms come up, they meet, everyone stretch your spine taller than you did 5 minutes ago. Exhale, leading with your heart, melt forward, dangle those fingers wherever they fall. Inhale, hands to legs, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those palms, step or hop those legs back, plank. Let's hold plank for 3. Squeeze all of it, but squeeze those butt cheeks, pull in that belly button as if someone just poked you in the belly button with the audacity. Round the upper spine. 2, deep breath, drop your knees if you need. 1, lean forward, leaning with your chest, flatten down. Pull up into our cobra, elbows pulling in, feet flipped. Gaze up to the ceiling as much as you can, and melt down. Curl those toes back to tabletop. Open those knees and stretch it out in child's pose. Whew. Very nice. In child's pose, see if you can, if your arms are on the ground, wonderful. If you'd like to add another variation, see if you can lift your elbows off the ground and walk your fingers forward. Even if you're not actually walking, not traveling any distance, but that sensation of reaching really adds length to that spine. Good, and just relax it. And we'll find our way back into tabletop. We're moving on to some of my favorite, and by favorite I mean least favorite stretches, which is why we're doing them, because I need to practice. We're gonna go from tabletop, curl those toes under, reach into that downward dog, and again, with ample bent knees, bring your feet a foot or 2 closer to your hands. You might look something more like this. Some of you may just have very stretchy quads and thighs. You have more straight knees. You're going to take your right hand, reach your left ankle, and I want you to think of turning your heart up to the ceiling. You can use the floor for support. So we want to get fancy and light up the sky. The point is not how straight our legs are. It's, are we twisting at our lower belly to open up to the sky? Take a deep breath. Exhale, drop your hand if it's up. You're going to switch left hand to right ankle. You can give it a nice bend. And turning at the belly button, twist to the right side. If you want to light up the sky, go for it. Exhale, come back down. We're not done yet. Walk those feet a little closer. I'm going to face you. Right underneath your shoulders. Bend your knees. Right hand under right foot, toes to wrist. Left hand under left foot, toes to wrist. All my hamstring folks in the crowd, this one's for you. Drop your neck so it's nice and loose. And just as we've been doing all class, leading with that tailbone, with those hips, lift it higher. Some of you may get straight knees. Some of you, like me, may never get perfectly straight knees, and that's okay. I'm still getting 100% of the stretch I need. Again, being gentle with how much bend you give your knees. There's no apex pose to this. Take 3 good breaths. When you've done 3 in your own cycles, just release your hands and stand up. This is our gorilla pose. All right, and that's about 3 for me. I mean, I'm taking rapid fire breaths, so it's like 30 for me. And stand, give it a little shake. Well done. All right, now we're gonna move into some of our standing poses. This is the energized part of the class. If you're not feeling energized already, I'm gonna pivot again this way. You continue facing the way that you are facing. All right, reach those arms nice and tall, even taller than you did before. Palms together, hands come down, leading with your heart back into that vinyasa cycle. Palms come down, legs step out. Instead of moving through a plank, which you're welcome to do if you want to take a push-up cycle, you can just come into our downward dog. Everyone take a deep breath here. Sigh it out. Deep breath in. Let it out with a big gasp. Deep breath in, let it out however you like. Good. We're gonna extend our right leg just a little bit. It's not like trying to do anything fancy. And crunch it in towards your nose. Try to hold it, hold it, hold it. And then you're gonna plant it in between your hands. You might have to pick up your hand to make space. So what you're looking like from this angle, leg between 2 hands. Excellent. This is our low lunge. If you notice my knee is up, I'm going to lower my knee. If you would like the added back leg stretch, you can keep that knee lifted. So knee over ankle. I like to flatten my back foot. Try to roll back your shoulders and get some length through the crown of your head rather than just rounding. Try to open your heart a little bit. Excellent. 2 hands on that side, nice and tall. You want to stay here, stay here. Want another variation? Bring your hands to prayer position. I have my right leg in front. I'm going to add a little twist. So my twist is my right leg is in front. I'm going to twist my whole torso from my belly button to the right side. You can stay here, or you can hook that left elbow on that right knee and look up at the sky. Looking up at the sky versus the ground can really throw off your balance, so I shall demonstrate. Looking at the ground, Catherine looks solid AF. Looking at the sky, I immediately wobble. If you want to open your eyes, open your arms, light up the sky. Take inhale here. Exhale, palms come together. Come to center. Hands come to your thigh. Sit up tall. Reverse stretch. Flex that foot. Hint here, the more you flex, the more you're going to feel sensation. So if this is intense, don't flex your foot as much. Just going to lean forward as much as you can. Try not to just dome immediately. Try to lead with your heart as much as possible. And then only at the last moment, rounding down. Take a deep breath, stretch. Exhale, round. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, round. Very nice job. All right, come back into our high-low lunge. Hands frame your feet. Curl that back foot with one. We're going for grace here, as gracefully as we can. You're gonna bring that front foot to meet your back foot on an exhale. So everyone inhale together. Exhale, using that core. Well done. If you would like to move through a vinyasa, just pull that belly button in, lean forward, chest, then chin, then belly. Feel free to move through your upward dog if you're used to this. Curl those toes, move through your downward dog. If you didn't do that whole push-up, just find your way into our downward facing dog. Once here, one breath only. Well, continual breaths, but one big breath. Exhale. Look to your front hands. Have your index knuckles risen off the ground. If so, flatten them out. Really create stability between your thumb and index finger. If I were to come and flick up your fingers, I shouldn't be able to lift them off the ground. On your next inhale, we're going to gently lift our back left leg, and then bring our knee into our nose, and as slowly as you can, we're going to bring it between our hands. Very good. Again, this is what it looks like from the front. And if we would like to lower our knees and our toes for a low lunge on the left side. Very good. We're going to bring our hands to our thigh, roll our shoulders down and back, Try to bring that back hip forward so it's square at the front. We're not just like, you know, I don't know, side splitting it. We're gonna square it so our belly buttons are facing the front. If you'd like to stay here for this whole position, by all means, just keep your shoulders down and back and breathe steadily. Otherwise, we're gonna do a twist on the other side. Hands to palm. Our right elbow is going to link up to our left knee. So we're going to pivot at our waist and gently drop, hook that that right elbow to that left knee. If you want to light up the sky, go for it. If you want to look up at the ceiling, really challenge your balance, go for it. On your next inhale, we're going to come back to the center. Fingertips frame our feet. We're going to send those hips back in space. If you have a block or two, if you'd like to practice with blocks, it's great to have them right here for future reference too. A couple books, a couple blocks can really be supportive if this pose is tight. You have one in both hands. Flex that foot as much as feels comfortable. Try to lead with your heart and fold. Inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, bend over. Inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, round down. One more time. Inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, round. Come forward, frame your feet. Palms down, curl that back foot with the agility of 1,000 swans. We're going to bring that back foot into plank. Option to move through a push-up, little push-up thing. Curl those toes. Otherwise, let's meet in downward facing dog. Flatten those knuckles. I know they've come up. Lower those knees to the ground. Open them up. Hey there, child's pose. Take a rest here. I'm gonna just pivot. All right. When you feel good and ready, come on back to all fours. And you have the option to straight up be in child's pose for the rest of this class. Curl those toes, lift up into our downward dog. Extend your right leg back. Step it through. It might take a couple steps. It's trickier than it looks. You're going to flatten your back your back heel. Rise up into warrior two. My right leg is in front. If you were to connect your legs, they would make the letter T. Your front heel should bisect with the arch of your back leg. So you want to just take a look at your legs, make sure they're lined up correctly. Your arms are reaching up and out. Everybody just shrug your shoulders, wear them as earrings, drop them down your spine. Squeeze that lovely paintbrush because we don't have hands to hold our paintbrush in this yoga sequence. Your knee, if you are able to see your own self in the screen, watch that knee doesn't shoot over your ankle. Try to keep it right above or even behind. Nice strong energy through your hands, and then nose looks to the front. Take a deep breath here. Now let's activate our muscles. Again, not doing too much, but doing a lot. I want you to think without moving your feet that your legs are being pulled towards each other. A magnet between your legs. You can even see my hips rising because all of a sudden my muscles are working. Energy going down the back length towards your pinky toe. Legs pulling towards each other, but you are super strong. Yeah. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Left backhand either to your lower back if you have some pain there, or just gently rest on your leg. Reverse warrior. This is a side stretch, not a back stretch. Side stretch. Again, energy up and out, not back and melted. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, come back to our warrior two. Front hand to front thigh. Little helicopter pilot, our helicopter, whatever those things are called. Helicopter. Our arms up. Over our head, over our ear. We did this in small version on the ground. Stacking the shoulders. If you can look up at the ground, look up at the ceiling, the sky, gloriously. On helicopter. Come back up. Inhale, exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, come up, toes facing the side. So now both toes are facing the side, the same side. It doesn't matter which side as long as you can see or hear me. Your legs should be about as wide as your arms. Generally, that means people have to step it out a little more. We're gonna have our hands on our hips. We're gonna flatten our backs, little tabletop. Deep inhale here. And exhale, go as far as you'd like. You can bend your knees. Here, if it's in your practice to do like funny, fun things, inversions and headstands, you can show us all off and go for it right now. Where's Cousin Lauren? Otherwise, just hang, shake your head yes, nod your head no. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your nose is the last thing to rise. Excellent. Now I'm going to turn my left toes to face the front of my mat, the short edge of my mat. So now we're going to do warrior two on the other side. Open your arms like you're just getting a morning stretch and lunge into that warrior two. Again, I think you're supposed to be holding some sort of like spear. I don't know, I like to just imagine myself as a superhero. Sometimes a little swan lake here. Just keeping our shoulder blades active, knee not going over that ankle. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, squeeze those legs together, even though we're not going anywhere. Just use those muscles, wake them up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Back hand to lower back or resting on your leg, side stretch. Look up under that elbow. And exhale, come on up. Left forearm to left thigh. Helicopter that arm up. And so it's like a round and good. Again, shoulder blades stacking. Heart turning up to the sky. Energy through those fingers. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to warrior two. Sink a little deeper. Good, inhale all the way. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Last one, inhale. Sink the furthest you've gone today and rise. We're going to pivot facing the same direction again, except your toes are not going to be perfectly straight. They're going to be slightly out, like that ballet class in me. They're not like completely out. Just where you can stay firm and your toes are out. We're going to move through a couple little squatty poos. So I do some sort of I don't know, I do some like really interesting arms, but you can do some more composed arms. You can do, you know, like a lotus arm. You can do prayer arms, hands here, Macarena, whatever you like. What we're going to do is we're going to step in, lunge out. Step in, lunge out. Again, my favorite, that tailbone is sticking out. See that lovely little C? We're going to keep that as we lunge. Like we're sitting on a chair that's slightly too high. All right? 5, 6, ready. Step in, step out, and lunge. In, out, and lunge. And I want you to just do 3 or 4 on each side in your own time. The slower, obviously the better, because you're actually using the muscles to resist gravity. I'm going to do about 2 more. When you've had enough, just find yourself to a standing pose, toes out like we started. Take a deep breath. We're going to have just a moment here, hands to your heart. Press those palms together, eyes closed, while we wait for everybody. A couple of deep breaths, pressing those arms in. Noticing our heart beats in our head, I feel it. Letting it relax. From this position, we're gonna stick, I'm gonna go sideways so you can see. Keeping that tailbone sticking out, we're gonna start coming down, 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 heart as open as we can, fingertips to the ground. Or if you've done this a bunch of times, you love to yogi squat, because you're one of those. Hands to prayer. I'm trying to look like a frog here. Imagine a frog like reading a book. Shoulders down and back, heart open, Hands can be here, heels can be lifted. Here we're gonna do lion's breath, which is my favorite. Keep in mind, I cannot see you, so you don't have to worry. Lion's breath, you take a deep inhale with your eyes closed. And you exhale with your tongue out and your eyeballs looking up totally demonically. I promise you that's legit. And once you kind of get into it, you kind of get into it. Everyone's got a little lion's breath in them. At any point, if you need to come out of this position, just find a comfortable seat. So I'm going to do 3 lion's breaths. I welcome you to do the same. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, make it your best when you're all lionesses. Excellent. Hands on the ground, slowly rise up for a breath of joy. Give it a little shake. Breath of joy, I will just demonstrate, so use your eyes to figure this one out. We're gonna do 3 inhales and a big exhale. You're gonna inhale, arms come front. Inhale, arms come side. Same inhale, arms come front, and then release, bend everything, throw it away on your exhale. I will do 2 to demonstrate. So go. Okay, so in your own time, we're going to do 5 of them. Don't be afraid to just throw it all away. There is not a form you're trying to keep in this. Do what's comfortable, do what's natural. 3 inhales and an exhale. And here we go. 4 more. 2. Last one. And come down. Very good. And we're going to find our way, however suits us, to the ground. Have a seat. Very good. We're going to have a seat with our knees up. Give our shoulders a shake to wake them back up. Open up. And do a little bit of our core work here. We've been using our core all class, so I won't be too cruel. We're going to lift up one knee. Well, let's first start with our foundation. I have my hands behind me, and that's to bring my belly button forward, opening my heart. This is the position you want to keep. If in the course of this you find yourself rounding, go back to this. So if you can do this comfortably, lean back a little bit. You can lift up one leg, and then the other, flex those toes. If you want to get some balance. Some people like to work towards straight knees, but I find when I do that, my back rounds. So I like to keep my knees nice and bent. And just work on your balance, work on your core. We're going to slowly lower for 3 counts, but don't hit the ground. So lower, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath here. Exhale, come back. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come back. Last one, inhale for 3, 2, 1, and exhale, flutter kick for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1, and relax. Reach those arms up overhead. Stretch like you just woke up. Wiggle those feet, those ankles. Very nice. Bend those knees. Bring those knees into your chest. You can give them a little hug. Feel that compression in your hips as you bring them in. Rock side to side. Good. Planting the bottoms of your feet firmly on the ground. Bring your heels close enough to your fingertips that you can almost touch your heels. Flatten those shoulders against the floor and feel that lower back space coming down. So instead of having this arched back here, we're going to dome through the lower back, activating that little belly button area. And I'm going to count to 3 to give you a little bit of a warm up. But I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and we're going to lift those hips, squeeze the glutes. We're going to come down. We're going to do that 3 times. Okay? Ground your fingers and feet through the ground. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze, lift up. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly lower 1 vertebrae at a time. You want to just windshield wiper your knees here, just to loosen that back up. Ground those palms, ground those feet, shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1, and lift off the ground. Take a deep breath and let it out as you melt down. Excellent. Reset anything you need to reset. Our final one of our bridge pose. Ground those hands. If your feet have gotten further and further away from your booty, bring them back in. So you have a nice firm foundation. Palms on the ground, shoulders on the ground. Squeeze the lower belly. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Take a deep breath here. Hold on your exhale. Inhale here. Try to draw your knees slightly closer together. Exhale, can you lift a little higher? Last inhale. And lower as slowly as you can, vertebrae by vertebrae. And rock those knees side to side. Okay. Now we're just going to do a little stretch. Ground those feet on the ground. Lift up your right leg. You're going to turn it and touch your right ankle to your left knee. So if you look straight, it kind of looks like the number 4 here. There should be this little triangle space. You're going to reach your hands through that space and just pull gently on your left leg. You may feel a little sensation in this right hip flexor. Flex through both feet, energize both feet. Take a deep breath, have your shoulders lifted up, relax them back to the ground. Has your neck become shortened? Elongate it onto the ground. Inhale here, and exhale lower to the ground. Both feet touch the ground. Get ready to start the left leg. So right foot is firmly on the ground, left leg comes up. Touch left ankle to right thigh just below the knee. Arms reach through this little space you created wherever they reach. It might just be here, you might be hanging out here. You have a little more length in your position. Reach the back of your leg. Flex both feet as actively as you can. Don't let this front foot sickle in. Keep those toes pointed up to the ceiling. And stretch. As you breathe, think, are your shoulders long with the ground? Is your neck long with the ground? Exhale. Wonderful. On your next exhale, lower the legs to the ground. I'm going to come back to my original position. You stay right where you are. This now is a little bit of playtime. If there's anything in this little class that we haven't done that you love to do, any kind of inversion. If you want it, you're in your house and you want to practice handstands against the wall and be fancy. Now you're in your own space, do what you have to do. I will talk you through a shoulder stance if you'd like to do that with me. Otherwise, just hang, enjoy this brief respite here. Shoulder stance, if you'd like to join me here, you're gonna lift one leg and the other. Imagine that your feet are on the ceiling, so they're flexed. Feel that stretch at the back of your legs. Good. I like to use a little bit of momentum. I'll start swinging my legs. And if you can get those hips up on the ground and catch right underneath those hips. If you got this far, well done. You can start walking your elbows in closer to each other. In here, I keep looking at the camera, but try your best to keep your gaze right at your toes. It's not great for our neck to turn side to side. If you're here, stay here as long as you like, and then just curl down to get back to your laying, one vertebrae at a time to get back to laying down. You want to go into the plow pose, where you stretch those legs over your head, palms to the ground. See if your toes can touch, as my toe goes straight into my mug of water. You can just try that. You can bend your knees, let them become elephant ears. Whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat. Come right back through the positions you started with. And try your best to control your landing. We're going to do what we call a supine twist. I don't know who we are. It's called a supine twist. Supine twists are supposed to be very restorative poses. They should not hurt you in a way that feels dangerous. You might feel a little stretch, a little pressure. They're very good for our spine, increasing mobility, flexibility, and essentially you're using gravity and your own body to make the stretch happen. So if we have our backs on the ground, our knees bent, our feet planted, let's reach our arms out to the side. You can have goalpost arms or cactus arms if you like, or just reach them palms down depending on the space you have. Right leg is going to come up and you're going to cross it like you just came for tea, very posh. If your right leg is on top, you're going to drop your knees to the left side. Just watch that the right shoulder doesn't come off the ground. So you really want to flatten both shoulders as much as you can and then see how far your legs can go. Not legs first, then try to push your shoulders back. So cross that right leg over, press both shoulder blades into the ground and see how far you can drop your legs to the left. If you are good here, you want a little more sensation, turn your gaze over to your right palm. You may begin to notice your legs slightly sinking lower. You may not notice anything at all. These twists can also be a bit of an emotional release for a lot of people. We store a lot in our bodies, because where else can we store it? You know, I can cloud space, I'm not paying for that. Take a deep breath, knees come up, other side. So uncross that right knee, cross the left leg over, bringing those shoulder blades into the ground firmly. Begin to drop your legs to the left side. If you'd like to turn your gaze to my beautiful face, left side, excellent. Option to close your eyes, just let gravity do what gravity does. When you feel good and ready, bring those knees back to center. You can hug your knees one more time. You can do the happy baby. I'm not going to turn to face you for this. I don't want to scandalize you. The happy baby. You reach your hands to the outsides of your feet. Knees nice and bent, and you just rock like a baby. Happiest little baby in a crib, just hanging out, loving their super flexible little bodies, stretching around. You can stretch one or the other. There's no right or wrong way. You keep your eyes closed. When you're ready, bring your feet down to the floor. I'd like to invite you at this point, if you would like to turn off a light, close a blind. We're just going to start easing into our deep relaxation. And if you have a bright light that might get in your way, feel free to just turn that off. If you are doing so, just everyone else, just take a moment, get comfortable. Here I like to scratch my head. I feel like when I lay down for a long period of time, I have the urge to move, which is totally natural and normal. I say move, you know, fidget as much as you want. If you need to get some jitters out before a moment of stillness, encourage that now. A couple little shakes. Give yourself a nice long stretch. And when we're all ready, open those legs nice and wide, as wide as feels comfortable. Let those feet drop out to the sides. Arms gently placed out to the sides. Palms up in that receiving pose, or palms down in a grounded, rooted pose. And here, you can bring a gentle close to your eyes. And just know wherever you are laying and however you are laying, you are doing it exactly the way you should be doing it. This brings us to our concluding posture of our class, our Shavasana, which means corpse pose. Which, I don't know, after some workouts I do tend to feel like a corpse, but what it means, I think it means is something a little bit more natural. I think of when we garden or we go into a forest and we plant, there always is a natural stage of drying, falling off, hitting the ground. becoming one with the ground, decaying, nourishing other things, becoming the food for other forms of life, and coming back. And I think that's something we find in nature everywhere. I think we do that for each other, especially in really challenging times. It's important to know that we can be energy, we can be nourishing to other people, and then they can be nourishing to us, and then it's a give and a take. As you find yourself just breathing, just emptying your mind of anything you want to empty it of, think of where your body is connecting to the ground. Is it your fingertips or the backs of your hands? Feel that low back, your heels, the back of your head, your shoulders. Really think of those points of connection as points of rooting yourself to a place. You are grounding yourself here. You are planted here for just a few more moments. But in doing so, you really make your mark on that space in this moment, unique to you. Take a deep breath, not just through your mouth, but through the entire front body. Feel that breath on the release. Exhale through your back into the ground below you. Take another nourishing breath through the whole front of your body, not just through your mouth. Exhale it out through your legs, through your arms, through your back. Share it with those around you. I invite you to stay in this position as long as suits you for the day. For those of you who would like to conclude in a sort of more traditional way, you can begin to bring some motion back into your body. Wiggle out those fingers, your toes, gently sway your head left to right. Bring those arms up overhead in a great good morning stretch. Stretch like the world and the day is new in this moment because you've just woken up. And lean over to your favorite side. Kind of curl up into a gentle fetal position. Using your arms, gently press yourself up to a seated pose, eyes still closed or gently looking down. Sit in a position that you find comfort. Bring your hands wherever you like. I like this position of my hands almost in palm, almost in prayer, but my fingertips slightly separated as if I'm holding something very gently and very fragile. And I like to bring that to my heart. Take a deep breath with me, please. Let's let it out as one. Two more. Join everybody in our little yoga community today. Everyone take a deep collective inhale. Collective exhale. Final inhale. Release. I like to rub my hands together here, generating a little bit of heat. A little faster. When they feel a little warm, you can bring them to your eyes. You can open your eyes and your hands. Slowly bring your hands back to prayer. Please bring your prayer hands up to this little spot if you have a third eye. Option to give yourself a little massage. Thumbs at your temples, point your fingers right between your eyebrows. Just peel your fingers away from each other. Massage your temples. had enough, hands come to prayer. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. This is my first virtual yoga class, so that's cool. I hope to do more. I hope you join me for more. I'll send you a link if you like. And please reach out if you have any recommendations or you need any special adjustments or modifications. I'm happy to work with anything. A lot of yoga teachers like to end here with namaste. I just like to genuinely say thank you. I hope everyone has a lovely day. Hit me up on the gram or whatever people do, and I will hopefully see you all soon. Thanks, everyone.